After the arrival of the new UK Prime Minister and his government, immigration has been changed. The different news are coming from the UK. I think different channels are giving different news, and earlier news were different. And now it's looking that UK government is going to give asylum to 100,000 illegal individuals. Individuals mean migrants. It may be in a simple words that 100,000 migrants, illegal migrants, may be given legal status by asylum. So it's looking very different from the last government who was sending these illegals to Rwanda. Mean that now this government is telling very contradictory statement. This government is telling, no, you are not going to Rwanda. You are going to get British passport. You are going to become British national. So different how immigration changes I saw in these days in United Kingdom. I am covering almost UK, Australia, Canada, USA, European countries, Portugal, Spain. But the news of the UK are very interesting these days. That what I was giving news days back when old government was there and Sunath was there, Rishi Sunath was there, and talking about that we are going to cancel visa. They banned students, spouses, and I think three biggest points new government is currently thinking, and these points are very reasonable. And I was the first person who told that spouses of the students should not be separated. Even Canadian government is also following UK, and they got very bad and worse result of international students targets. They are not going to achieve. Universities, colleges, CEOs are meeting with the immigration minister, and now currently they are changing their laws little a bit, and they are allowing spouse. I think they will allow all spouses. They allowed some courses spouses to go with them, and Australia did very good thing. They did not stop the spouses and the students. If you don't want to give them visa, if you think this is a fake student and you think he is not genuine student, you think he is coming to UK for permanent residence, he is not going to get international standards of education, he is not a student, he is not he is a worker, he will work there and he will get work permit, he will not complete his education, then embassy officer, visa officer, immigration officer must be trained to assess such students how much they are genuine. I really like Australian education system in which at two steps assessment is there. One is from Australian University, and they are more trained than immigration officer which I assessed. They were going to assess almost single point of the students. They are verifying even bank statement of the students. They are verifying even educational documents of the students. Remember, all verification facilities are given to the Department of the Home Affairs Australia, but before that they assess almost all things. Then they issue COE, which is called Certificate of Enrollment. After that, migration officer check the documents of the students after getting COE. 100% when universities, A class universities are going to assess students, seldom chance that they will refuse visa immigration officer, because immigration officer knew that they are very trained people who assess this student. Therefore, what is the need of current era, that if you are going to ban the spouses of the student, you think students are not genuine, they will go and they will apply asylum, they will become illegal, they will not study, they will not pay fee, they will not go back to their home countries. Why not immigration officers are trained much? Why not their training will be provided to check the students properly? And the good officer is that who will check the student, who will see the student, and he will be able to assess that he will study, or his destination is academic, or his destination is something else. I think in spite of improving assessment system of UK embassies, in spite of improving the quality of assessment of the migration agents and migration migrants, students, work permit holders, we are the United Kingdom was telling that spouses will not go. I think this is the acceptance that our embassies are not going to assess the individuals. That's why we are stopping spouses and only students will go. If they will be skipped, no problem. Technically we are allowing them to skip, that you skip from the study, no problem, at least one person will skip, because when they will go with children and wife, to at least 5 people will speak. Why not? They are going to assess their documents to get to conduct their interview, like GST of Australia. Students when speak in front of visa officer, all things 0 to 100 is clear. And I think a new rule of Australia GST, in which students has to give interview to university officer or the migration officer or visa officer, so he will speak straightforward, because normally consultants train students to speak lie. When consultants deposit documents, they deposit fake documents, and students even did not know that which documents have been deposited. I think face-to-face interview of the students to the university, face-to-face interview with the visa officer will clear cut tell that student is going to achieve the degree, is going to do the work in United Kingdom. I think if assessment system is good and genuine student is going, so even he is going with spouse, it will not matter. And asylum seekers, illegals, I'm not always in favor of illegals. I think that illegals way of going into any country is not the solution of the problem, but in the same time I am counseling different countries that they must give chance, they must give chance to the people of the developing country to apply at least for visa. If the visa will be refused, no problem, their application must be assessed on special standards, because there are European countries who are giving appointments after 6 months, 7 months, when appointment will not be given. So definitely they will pay huge money to the agents. That similar case with the US, delaying application for 1 year. So what's going on? The people think, if I have to wait for 1 year, and educated people, eligible people, professional people who will be very successful in United States, and that's the United States president told that we are filtering legal people from the illegal people. He was actually telling there are some very good professional persons who are in United States and living in shelter homes, and even they are illegals, but they are very capable to become legal. They can become the successful person of our society. They can work, they can pay taxes, they are very educated. But when they think that visa process is very slow and it will take 1 year in processing, and they do wrong decisions. And also border security technically is the main issue. I think when you will change the laws of illegals, the illegals will not go, because they will completely understand when they will go to these countries, they will not give us migration. Sometimes countries promoted illegal migration, they had some specific laws to support them. However, the European Union was right, the illegals who are present in Spain currently must be given papers, but stop further illegal people. Same point to UK. Illegals who are in illegals now, I think PM is at very right track. When they will send the migrants to Rwanda, I don't think UK business people and the UK repute will be high in all over the world, and its repute will deteriorate, and businesses will go a little bit down, because economic rise will affected by this adverse news. It's not in all the world. These sentences that we are sending migrants to Rwanda were not being understood by amicable and tenacious way. Thank you very much.